What you are about to see is the slow death of farmers' dream. In today's video, we are going to react about Florida farmers. Give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and credit to creators of these short videos.
Miren mi gente, esto está pasando aquí en Florida. Son cientos de acres de cultivo que se echaron a perder. Son demasiados que realmente no puedo caminar todo eso porque es mucho. Y
miles y miles y miles de toneladas.
So, a serious question. If there are no migrant workers in the carpet farms or small farms, who's picking all of the fruits and vegetables? No one. It's rotting on the ground. Who's at the corporate farms tending to the chickens and tending to the cows and tending to horses? No one. So wouldn't it be a great guess that there are likely to be a food shortage in the next 3 to 6 months? Now, remember, Texas was the state that was complaining about illegal migrants. Yet majority of the raids are in Florida. They're in California, and they're on farms. They're not on gangs. So one would think this is intentional because there is no one put in place to make sure that these fruits and vegetables and animals will be tended to. So one would really wonder, is causing a food shortage intentional? Because that's what's going to happen.
If illegal immigrants, undocumented, unregistered, illegal immigrants in the state of Florida were stealing U.S. jobs, and that the only reason why U.S. citizens couldn't get a job anymore is because of all these illegal immigrants that are criminals, why is it that a month later, after one of the biggest raids on construction sites in Florida happened, why is it most of those jobs are still vacant? Why is it that a bunch of U.S. citizens didn't run to start taking on all of those jobs that now became free because all of the illegal immigrants that are supposedly criminals are detained or have been deported out of the state and the country? I'm just wondering. I mean, I don't want to apply logic and reason when it seems to be in scarce supply here. But what I know is that apparently this administration and this governor of Florida has preached this whole big narrative that we need to get rid of the illegal immigrants because they're criminals. But yet the stats that are coming back now show that less than 30% of the immigrants that were detained or in detainment right now at ICE facilities or have been deported out of the country don't even have a criminal record. So you're detaining people on the pretenses they might cause a crime. That's fine because we've got an actual felon in the White House, but yet nobody has a problem with that. What I do know is that we've literally criminalized the immigrants of this state. We've created a huge problem with our job market, and we are now taxing the hell out of the taxpayers by charging them $10,000 per immigrant that they detain and deport out of the country. What do you guys think? Does it seem justified to you? I'd like to hear. For all of you that are suffering through this, please show your support by...
Why aren't you guys in these fields in Florida? It's super weird. You guys need to get in these fields. This is your dream, not ours, MAGA. Get in these fields and pick the food. I'm so confused where you all are at. You guys are... And believe me, I've done the research. You're all not college educated. This is where you guys should be at. You said a job is a job. That's what you guys said. You said that immigrants were taking our jobs. So you guys need to get in these fields and pick the damn fruit and vegetables. You wanted this. Where are you at? I don't understand why you guys aren't picking all...
Wait, you mean to tell me Americans don't want to pick lettuce for $2 an hour? No. Now the farmers are crying because they can't find any workers. Ain't that something? After you pushed out all of the immigrant workers who actually did the job, now you're standing around wondering why Chet and Kaylee won't come pick your cabbage in 100-degree weather for $4.75 and a Capri Sun? Y'all really thought folks were going to jump at the chance to break their backs for pennies on a dollar? But you know what's even funnier, y'all? Some of these farmers say the American workers they do get, they don't even last the whole damn day. One guy said somebody walked off by lunch. And honestly, I support it. Listen, I wouldn't be out there picking strawberries and fighting bees and being dehydrated just so that farmer could sell those strawberries for $12.99 a box at Whole Foods. Negative. See, they've been telling you this lie for years. They took our jobs. Nah, Americans, you didn't want those jobs. You just didn't want them to have the jobs either. Now look at you, a field full of crops and not a soul to pick them. Next time, think twice before turning labor into a culture war. Because now, it's just you and your own damn tomatoes.
Family owned over 4,000 acres of tomato farm across Florida and California. Yep. Sadly, his crops aren't looking too good. All those tomatoes rotting, you know. Nobody's there to pick the crops. And with Trump tariffs, well, they ain't got nothing left to do, y'all, but to mow that shit down. He got to mow all that shit down. Yep. Ain't got nobody there to pick them goddamn crops. Do I feel bad? No, because that's what he voted for. He voted for Trump. A Trumper. All that shit wasted. All those goddamn tomatoes gone to garbage. They wasted. All because of that vote for Trump.
The lack of immigrants in the Central Valley of California and western Arizona is starting to be felt, with farmers there saying that 70 to 80% of their crops are likely to die in the fields. They won't go picked. One farm superintendent said normally he has 300 workers a day, and today he could barely find 50. Another that normally employs 70 a day could barely find 17 today. And these farmers are directly tying this to Donald Trump's immigration policies, saying that the workers that do show up are less productive than ever because they're worried about ICE raids at any given time. And the majority of the workers just don't even bother to show up. They haven't left the country. They're just hiding because when they leave their homes, they're arrested and they're detained by individuals claiming to be ICE who may or may not be. And a lot of them say it's not worth the risk to just disappear because that's what they've seen. Their family members and their friends have just gone to work one day and disappeared, never to be heard from again. Some are showing up months later in countries that they're not from, they have no affiliation with, and they've never been to. But others have been missing for months, and nobody knows where they are.
So I just saw a video of a farmer in Florida who states that Donald Trump is the best president in his lifetime and that he supports Ron DeSantis 100%, but he's begging these migrant workers, these undocumented workers, to not leave because he's going bankrupt. All these farmers are going bankrupt. All these contractors are going bankrupt because everybody's left. Because this law that they just passed makes it illegal. Like if I'm working with someone who's undocumented and I'm giving them a ride home and get pulled over, I can get arrested. Not just can they get sent back, they can arrest me. And then the farmers are trying to say, oh, it's been misread and it's been lied to in the press and don't believe it. They're panicking big time. They have fucked around and they are in the find out stage. And I just think it is it's beautiful. It's delicious. It's just chef's kiss. Just seeing how this farmer panic and seeing him trying to talk to he'd say something, and then the interpreter would repeat it, and the things this guy was saying are not the kind of things that are going to keep undocumented workers here. There's plenty of work for them wherever they want to go. There are a lot of jobs that Americans don't want to do that undocumented workers can get. And there are a lot of places where they're appreciated instead of persecuted. So I just think it's hilarious that they're finding out now that there's going to be some serious consequences to this. And wait till you find out what tomatoes are going to cost in 6 months. RT Gargiulo has a huge tomato. Most of the tomatoes in the United States are grown in Southwest Florida, and they have a huge tomato operation there, and they don't have any workers, and it's going to be bad. There's literally strawberries and things like that rotting on the vine or on the plant. They can't get anyone to come and work. They got what's coming to them, and I just think it's beautiful. I hope it bankrupts them. I hope it bankrupts every goddamn one of them. Every single right-wing rich guy that supported all this hateful stuff, supported all this anti-trans stuff in this fight with Disney. I'm just loving this. And I'm loving, it's going to be great because in about 6 months, this is really going to hit. And that's just when Ron DeSantis is going to be really trying to hit the campaign trail. Enjoy your finding out, Ron. You're going to find out a lot.
Behind every rotting crop is a farmer sleepless night, a family broken dream, and community that will feel the loss. This is not just a farm, it's about the food on the tables and the livelihood in our towns and the future of agriculture. People said you are here to take our jobs. You said the immigrants are here to take our jobs. Even after the deportation of immigrants, you don't want to go to the farms and do the job. What does that tell you? That can only mean one thing. Nobody stole your jobs. All along, the jobs were there, but you didn't want to go and do that job, because I don't think such kind of jobs white people love them. I don't think so, because if these guys had stolen their jobs and right now they have been deported, we could have seen people in the farms doing such kind of jobs. But all we can see is the crops are rotting in the farms. Yes, there's no one to pick on the crops. And now everybody is saying the workers have been deported, there's no one to pick our crops. But I'm here to tell you one thing. If there are no crops to be sold in the markets, that means there'll be scarcity. And when there is scarcity, the prices of the food products, they are about to go up. In fact, they are about to go double the price. So it's about time to tighten your safety belts and to know that food are about to get very, very expensive. Yeah, because you guys don't want to go out there and do the job which the migrants used to do, because you're not willing to be paid little money at the end of the day. That is not your job. Yeah, so just prepare yourself for scarcity, higher prices, loss of money, loss of more losses, and many, many more losses. And you know, all this, it's a procedure, because the farmer goes to the bank to collect some loan. The farmer is able to equip himself and hire some workers. The workers are able to feed their family through these kind of jobs. That means all these things, it's going to affect our whole chain of people. It's a whole chain, because once you get the money, the farmer is able to hire some workers. The workers are able to feed their family and support even more people. So it's a whole chain. All these things is not about just crops rotting and everything. It's about affecting a community, affecting development, affecting lifestyle, and many more. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you're new here, my good name is Jan Nyanzi. Make sure you share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for now.